Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into the invisible digital brain that honestly runs our entire world. You know, from the tallest skyscrapers to these massive corporate campuses, there is some seriously powerful software managing every single detail behind the scenes. So let's get right into it. Just think about it for a second. What's coordinating the HVAC systems, scheduling all the preventative maintenance on critical equipment, managing every workspace, and making sure everything is up to code with local laws? Well, the answer isn't some person with a clipboard anymore. Not even close. It's all run by sophisticated software. And look, this isn't just some niche trend. A 2024 survey from the International Facility Management Association, that's IFMA, found that a huge 65% of maintenance leaders are already using this kind of specialized software. So we're not talking about a simple upgrade. This is a fundamental shift in how modern assets are managed, period. Okay, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with why this software is so necessary in the first place. Then, we'll decode all those confusing acronyms. After that, we'll map out the major players in the market, look at a really interesting real-world compliance case from the UAE, and finally, wrap it all up with what the future of asset management looks like. First up, let's set the stage. Why has managing physical assets become so incredibly complex that we actually need dedicated software to handle it all? Well, the short answer is that our buildings and our facilities, they've just evolved dramatically. Yeah, it's a constant balancing act. See, modern management isn't just about fixing things when they break. It's about proactive maintenance to stop failures before they even happen. Think about it. Predicting a problem with a multi-million-dollar HVAC unit before it fails catastrophically, that's a game changer. It's also about optimizing every single square foot of space, making sure you're meeting all the legal regulations, and managing the finances tied to every asset. Trying to do all that manually today, it's pretty much impossible. All right, now this is where a lot of people get lost in the alphabet soup of software terms. CMMS, CAFM, EAM. What on earth does it all mean? Don't worry, we are about to make this crystal clear for you. So before we get into all the nitty-gritty, let's just start with the big picture. All of these different tools, they all fall under this one big umbrella: asset management software. Their main job, their core purpose, is to give you a central system to monitor and manage the entire life cycle of an organization's physical stuff. We're talking everything from equipment and machinery to entire buildings. This really helps break down the two most common acronyms you'll hear. So on one hand, you've got CMMS. Think of it as the specialist. It is laser-focused on one thing: maintenance. So tracking work orders, managing parts, scheduling preventative care. You'll see platforms like Limble CMMS here. Then, on the other hand, you've got CAFM, which is more of a generalist. It does all that maintenance stuff, but then adds layers for managing the facility itself. Things like space planning or lease administration. That's the world of systems like Archibus. So, now that we've got the terminology down, who are the major players in this space? Let's take a look at the market map and see how this all builds out. And we're going to pull from what industry experts, like Gartner, are seeing. This table really lays out the whole landscape for us. So up at the top, you've got EAM. That's Enterprise Asset Management. We're talking about giants like IBM Maximo that manage the entire life cycle of an asset, from the day you buy it all the way to when you get rid of it. Now below that, it gets really interesting with IWMS from companies like Planon. It's more focused on the people inside the building, integrating stuff like desk booking and employee services. And then, of course, we have our familiar CFM and CMMS categories, with key players like Archibus and Limble CMMS. And, as a side note, sources like FM Middle East often point out that Limble has a really strong presence in the GCC region. So you see, each category here serves a slightly different need in the market. Okay, let's pivot from features to function, because this software isn't just about making things run a little smoother. In a lot of places, it is a straight-up legal requirement. And we're going to look at a perfect example of this from Dubai's real estate sector. So here's how it all went down. First, Dubai's Real Estate Regulatory Agency, or RERA, passed a new law to bring more transparency to properties that are jointly owned. Now, to enforce this, they launched Mollak, which is a mandatory online system. And here's the crucial part. Now, all owners' associations must use this digital platform to manage and report every single financial detail, from service charges to budgets. It's a textbook case of asset management software becoming the absolute backbone of regulatory compliance. So, we've covered the complexity, we've decoded the terminology, we've mapped the market, and we've looked at a real-world legal case. So let's bring it all together and talk about what this really means for the future. Here it is. This is the key takeaway. Whether your goal is to slash operational costs, optimize your workspace, or just make sure you're not breaking any laws, the right software platform is no longer a nice to have. It has become an absolutely essential, foundational tool for managing any modern physical asset. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. Our buildings are being packed with more and more technology, more data every single day. They're getting smarter and way more complex. So the real question you have to ask is, are the strategies we're using to manage them evolving just as fast? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.